Alright, let's watch on this game trailer, Warcraft. I want to check it out because like Warcraft. Anyway.
The following trailer is rated H for honest. From the developers that dominate the MMO genre, the digital card game genre, the team-based first-person shooter genre, and the click stuff until loot pops out genre, comes the game series that defined the generic fantasy RTS genre for over a decade, Warcraft. Descend into the Tolkien for 13-year-olds universe of Warcraft, where you'll raise massive armies and formidable warriors and command them to destroy your foes by furiously mashing keyboard shortcuts like
If you ever play StarCraft, like Warcraft is like something basically like StarCraft, but like basically like, oh my god, like when I started playing StarCraft, I discovered about Warcraft, right? I was like, I'm bad at StarCraft. What the fuck is Warcraft about? Oh, there they fucking like make it even more complicated because like having a hero and stuff, it's basically like StarCraft, but like you have heroes and like unique. It's like it's weird. Like it's kind of different. Like
a coked up court stenographer.
Yeah, exactly. Like a crazy stenographer. This is basically like the idea. Like, check out.
Conquer the fabled world of Azeroth, a medieval fantasy land plagued by endless conflict because demons are assholes, where you'll choose sides in a battle between sort of good and sort of evil, maybe. Based entirely on which side has the more overpowered units, featuring the Alliance, your standard fantasy dream team of normal people, tall people, and short people. The Orcs, a race of terrifying steroid fiends who are actually pretty nice once you get to know them. The Scourge, the people that like their gruesome horror to be adorably cartoonish. And the race that's just more elves because they had already run out of ideas. I don't know, I guess make them elves, but purple? Whatever. Experience the history of Warcraft's brutal bloodshed firsthand as you dive into a series that spanned a decade while only really putting out 3 games, like the original title that started the franchise,
that nobody played,
which plays surprisingly well even 20 years later, the sequel that introduced an entire generation to the joys of the online RTS,
that nobody played,
if you could ever get it to connect to anything, and the third game that reinvigorated the genre with
that everyone played, that everyone knows, and that basically is the game that actually made the game. Like it's really like the two first like made the game, but like for the like Warcraft 3 is really on such a different level compared to like the other 2 games.
Hero units, special troops with unique abilities that added even more micromanagement to a game that already felt like herding cats blindfolded, and an unprecedented modding system that allowed immense player creativity.
Yeah, and basically like Warcraft 3 allowed like the creation of MOBA, so like League of Legends, so it was created out of like a Warcraft 3 mode. A MOBA means multiplayer online battle arena, right? And basically Dota, Defense of the Ancient, was actually created on the kind of like game creator of Warcraft. Basically like Dota was created on Warcraft, and I do play Warcraft 3 back in 2007. I actually didn't. I was actually never. During this time, I was more into like other games. I actually started like with World of Warcraft, then and StarCraft, and Diablo 3. Like I never got into the game like other than that. Like, and when I wanted to try it out, I was like, the micro and stuff, oh my god, no, thank you.
And eventually led to the creation of the MOBA. That pretty much killed the RTS genre entirely. Good going, guys. Blast through the Warcraft campaign modes, overly elaborate storylines
That was what was interesting about Warcraft is that like each races they had like a campaign. Like technically it was like the base. Like you think that like back in the day games were like not games were like strategic games that were giving like so much. Think about like a Command and Conquer. So basically like there was like the Scorpion, like basically like kind of like Russian looking kind of like acts of evil, right? And the allies, right? Like with the kind of American, right? And basically like each like side had a campaign to them where like and it in Warcraft each races, so undead, night elves, like orcs, humans, and basically like later on like they added more. Each had like a storyline, and basically you could play like the storyline of each one, and then each races add a like basically like Tiberium, like basically like Command and Conquer. It was like 2 races, and they went like Warcraft 3 went from 2 races as a basic like RTS, so strategy, real-time strategy game to 4, 5. Red alert, yeah, red alert.
Designed to justify a series of epic battles. With boring story-focused chapters where you'll click a set group of units through a map until everything's dead. And much better levels where you'll actually build up your base. Then employ careful unit compositions and detailed tactics to take down your enemies.
Yeah, basically like I kill everything on the map the same way, but like it is just like there is like some layers of gameplay that doesn't make you feel that like you're just like creating units until you can click somewhere on the map and you just win. Like,
or just spend half an hour hitting the unit cap.
A click means attack plus click. Usually like A plus click means that like your units will attack anything in between, like, and go to the where you clicked. And basically you the point is that like when you start the game you basically create units and you A click here and you win. After that they add like stuff, but it's basically now you create like yourself the units and you A click again, and it's the same gameplay, but it's complicated enough so you don't feel like you're just doing A click.
Then attack move to the other side of the map while you experience the real draw of the Warcraft series, clicking on dudes until they say funny stuff.
Me so horned, me hurt you long time.
You're the king? Well, I didn't vote for you.
Hey, puff puff give.
Once you've developed your master strategies offline, head into the online mode where none of that will work, and you'll face cheesy tactics like early timing attacks, mass summoner strategies, and tower rushes. But mostly you'll just get destroyed by people who can hit keys faster than you, until you learn to stick to 2v2s like the casual that you are. Trust me, it's better for everyone this way. So strap on your replica Frostmourne, practice saying Zug Zug, and get ready to craft some wars for the last time. Because the way this movie's reviewing, it looks like it just might bury the franchise forever. Starring Lich Bitch, 500-pound beef patty, Make Azeroth great again, Blaze McEdgeman, Birdman, Short Stack, Most of the Porn, Treebeard, Thrall in the Family, and a bunch of forgettable demons. Craft Macaroni and War. You know you love it. Huh. I wonder if the sheep say something funny too. Let me just click them a couple of times.
It explode.
Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh,
I know.
why? Be sure to
Never played the game, but like such a fan. Alright.